I purchased the Mionix Avior 7000 2 years ago and used it as my main mouse for about 15 months, before switching to the Razer DeathAdder Chroma. This in-depth review will cover what I like and what I dislike about the mouse. Stay tuned to find out. The Mionix Avior 7000 is an ambidextrous mouse, which means it is designed for both left and right-handed users. While I can use the Avior comfortably, I do find myself readjusting my hand when holding the mouse, due to my big hands and the fact that the height of the Avior is pretty low and isn't very wide. Here it is next to the DeathAdder Chroma for comparison. As you can see, the DeathAdder is much taller and also a little wider. As a result, if you have large hands, you will probably be limited to claw and fingertip grip. Palm grip may be possible if you have smaller hands, but might not be as comfortable as with larger mice. The mouse is relatively light, weighing just 105 grams without the cable. The light weight, combined with the grooves at the side of the mouse, make lifting this mouse relatively risk-free, though I would have preferred rubber grips at the side to make the grip a little more secure. The Mionix Caster features this, but that is right-handed only. On the base, the Avior features 2 large mouse feet. It doesn't slide as easily as other mice, but you do have more control. The Avior's sensor is secured in place tightly, eliminating the risk of sensor rattle and the performance issues that come with it. This mouse feels like a premium product, feeling very compact and robust. The rubber textured coating feels awesome and better than the matte texture on the DeathAdder Chroma. During the 15 months that I used the Avior, I did encounter a double click issue with the left mouse button. The Avior features on-RON switches, which are usually highly regarded for their quality, but mine started to register single clicks as double clicks. I did manage to open the mouse to fix this, but this does void your warranty and you must remove the mouse feet in order to do so. The Avior features a 2-meter braided cable, which is very durable, although a little stiff. But this won't be an issue if you use a mouse bungee. The cable also has a gold-plated USB connector. The Avior features 9 buttons, including the scroll wheel, left and right click, 2 DPI buttons, and 4 side buttons, 2 on either side of the mouse. Being right-handed, I only use the side buttons on the left-hand side of the mouse, so this is essentially a 7-button mouse for me, and is likely to be for anyone else who uses it too. Depending on how you hold the mouse, you may accidentally press the side buttons on the side each you don't use, but you can program them to have no function when pressed. Personally, I never accidentally press the buttons that I don't use. Here is a sound test of the buttons and the scroll wheel. The side buttons are a little small, but have solid feedback and little actuation distance. The left and right mouse buttons are light to press and have soft feedback. Even after repairing my left click, it still feels just like the right click and functions just as well. Like most mice, the scroll wheel requires the most force to click. This scroll wheel provides solid feedback and rotation is smooth, but with distinctive steps. The DPI buttons are the smallest buttons on the mouse and feel similar to the left and right click, feeling light to the touch and with soft feedback. The Avior 7000 has dedicated software which can be downloaded from the Mionix website. The software doesn't require sign up, so you can simply install and start using it immediately. The software allows you to create profiles for your mouse and program the buttons with a command of your choice, as well as adjust the polling rate. You can have up to 3 different DPI settings stored to your mouse, which can then be accessed by the DPI buttons. You can also run a surface quality analyzer tool, which scans the surface of your mousepad to better understand its material. This can help improve sensor tracking accuracy, and so I would recommend using this. You can also adjust the lift-off distance. In the color settings tab, you can adjust the RGB lighting on the mouse. Here is a preview of some of the different options. The software will also allow you to record macros and access help and support material. Overall, the software works well and I haven't experienced any problems. The Mionix Avior 7000 uses the ADNS 3310 optical sensor. It has a DPI range of 50 to 7000 in increments of 50. The sensor is responsive, but feels as though it has just slightly more latency than what I'm used to on the DeathAdder Chroma, but the difference is minuscule. The specs claim a max tracking speed of 5.45 meters per second or 215 inches. It holds up in acceleration tests whenever I carry them out, and the mouse has never spun out on me. The Avior has polling rate options of 125 to 1000 Hz and the option to adjust your lift-off distance, All in all, a great performing sensor, and good for any use case scenario. However, I have read reports that the Avior doesn't track too well on white surfaces, so be sure to have a dark coloured surface. To conclude this review, the Mionix Avior 7000 has great performance and you can customise how it functions as well as how it looks. Being an ambidextrous mouse, it is suitable for both right or left-handed users, though it is possible you may only be comfortable with claw or fingertip grip. This mouse is suitable for FPS and potentially MMOs or MOBAs due to it having 9 programmable buttons, though you may only have easy access to 7 of them. It's a shame that I experienced an issue with the left mouse click, though I did manage to fix it, it was at the cost of my warranty. While I'm sure I could have sent it back for repair, I didn't want to wait or go through the hassle. On-1 switches usually receive high praise, so my model was probably an exception. I know of 2 other people with this mouse and they haven't had any issues. As with any product, your mileage may vary. I hope this review has helped you. If you plan on buying this mouse and want to help support the channel, I have put Amazon links in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with those who may be interested. This has been JoshTechBytes, thank you for watching.